My name is Darren Morley, the IT Director for CHOATE Construction Company. CHOATE Construction has been in business since 1989. They're one of the largest southeastern general contractors in the region. We have offices in Charlotte and Raleigh, North Carolina, one in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, and one in Savannah, and then of course the corporate headquarters in Atlanta, Georgia. They do a wide range of industries, tenant and base building work, from I think they build manufacturing facilities or auto car dealerships, and then we've done retrofit or renovation for like in the PepsiCo building. We've done auto trader, and now we're getting into wastewater division. We've been doing that for about 3 years now, so we've been successful with that. That was a newest venture that we've gotten into, to the wastewater treatment plant. So we've done several jobs there, so we've been doing them really well. We used to have voice and data with two separate vendors. We never really had a uniform or a universal vendor that did both voice and data, and we still don't to some degree, but we've already dealt with the sales rep, if you want to call it that, for each of the carriers, and we've been with Paytech, which used to be US Luck, for the longest time, and of course now, and we knew that with the market change and everybody getting lower prices and the technology change along with it, and we weren't really pursuing looking at anything because we were comfortable with our current carrier. But Mainstream called me one day and said, hey, we'd like to come out and talk to you about different services that you guys have and learn about CHOATE. I said, okay, well, they came out and I talked to them, and I was a little hesitant about talking to a consultant versus a sales rep, but after talking to them some more and getting some quotes back on different telecom services and comparing it to the actual sales rep, and I knew there were some savings that we could potentially get from working with a consultant. And a lot of times, some work on some commission, but from what I understand, they were getting that directly from the carrier side, so we didn't really have to worry about payment services, so to speak. So we were actually getting the benefit in both directions. Of course, they were getting the benefit of having another customer to work with, because they not only do they provide telecom services, they also help provide other services, like if a customer is looking for projectors or video conferencing equipment, they have the resources to help you find that. So which was kind of good. So I had somebody say, okay, hey, I'm looking for something. What's the good place to look at? And because they were kind of independent of the vendors and carriers, so which was kind of nice. So you don't have to worry about one vendor blasting you with something that you probably don't need, but here you got Mainstream and say, well, here's what you have and here's what you need. So that kind of breaks it down that way. And we started talking to more, and then we started getting some comparison, and I gave them what we were paying currently at the time, and then they went and got some quotes from different carriers, one that we generally work with in the area, and come to find out we were saving roughly 50% if we went with another carrier of choice, so which was really good, because we were paying for both voice and data roughly $16,000 a month on data services and voices, and so after that our monthly expenses down to like $9,000 a month. So yeah, so we were getting a big savings on that. So plus we got more than what we were paying before, so more bandwidth, more services for the same thing, and less than what we're paying now. So the service also took advantage of the new technology that was coming out along with it. So of course, when new technology upgraded, you pay more with the carrier. So we was actually getting the benefit of the new technology that the carrier had, and utilizing that, and even had the ability to grow upon that if we wanted to down the road, with like voice over IP, which we don't currently use right now. Because our bigger thing is really, because each office has their own voice system, and then we have the data connection between each office. And but the benefit that I liked about this was that each office had the ability to go to the internet without buying another internet service for each office, so which was kind of nice. Mainstream, they periodically check up on you. They email by voice, if they don't catch me on the phone, they'll leave a message, and then I'll call back or email back. So which was nice. That there wasn't pestering, but they just say, hey, how's everything going, or is there anything else you need, or hey, we talked about the Polycom or video conferencing. I got some other suggestions for a contact you can call, talk to. So that was kind of good. And they also individually worked with each of the other officers for some of the issues that they've had. So it wasn't just direct contact with me all the time. So if there was something like with Savannah office, for example, that if we had some fax line issues, and we had trouble narrowing it down, and then we finally realized what it was. So, but they maintained contact and to kind of make sure everything was flowing smoothly. Of course, the key thing is talking to somebody that really has experience. Somebody that has a couple years experience is going to be different than somebody has, or a company that has more than 20, 25 years experience, because they deal with different vendors and they know who to talk to, what they need to say, and how they say it in order to get the discount for the customer that they're trying to get the deal for. So, but I would tell them that if they're depending on where you are, mainstream can help you out regardless of where you're at. I mean, if you're on the West Coast, they don't service that area, but I'm sure they can probably help you find somebody that'd be reasonable, and they'll give you good service for that area. That's one thing I like about mainstream, because they know the carrier's capabilities, what they can do. But they will, the funny thing on the flip side of that, they will also say, hey, if the customer says, I want, this person or this vendor, I say, oh yeah, okay, sure. And then, they'll give you a price from that vendor based on that. They may not get the same, pricing, but they'll try to get a discount for you. Or at least they'll say, hey, this is where this vendor is, the contact info, number, address, and if you want to talk to them, here you are, and just let them know that we contacted them, where we found them for you, and then you can take it from there. Definitely recommend them to, hey, give them a chance, and at least they can try to help you, and if they can, they'll at least give you some contact or some information as to where to find whatever you're looking for. And it may not be telecom; it could be, wireless carrier, or for example, video conferencing equipment, because they probably know somebody in the supply chain somewhere that they can get that information for you.